Hey guys, Az here. I am trying this out on my phone because I did this just now on my computer and for some reason it did not work. So if you're watching this, please say hi to me right now. I'm doing a Facebook Live from my phone. I haven't done a Facebook Live from my phone in a while. So today's topic is how to get gigs for beginners. This is actually part of the Ask Az show. This is episode number 31. And I've been doing this, I guess, for 30 days. This is the 31st day of doing this. And I just want to talk about how to get gigs for beginners. And just going to wait for a little bit while some more people appear. Hey, Dane Snake Pit Moon, how you doing, man? So just a sec while I... okay. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. This is the Ask Az show. I'm just trying this out from my phone. Hey, David. Sorry, just now the broadcast just went off, man. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. So so I'm trying this from my phone. Yeah, I had some problems on the computer just now, so the thing didn't work out. But just a sec. So today's topic is how to get gigs for beginners. Let me just I'm opening my notes. Is it lagging? Is the audio lagging? Is the video lagging a little bit? I'm doing this from my phone. I'm trying out my phone this time, seeing whether it's okay. If it doesn't work, then I probably have to cut it short this time. So I'm just doing it from my phone. So just a sec. So if you guys are watching, please type where you're watching this from, just so I know where you guys are watching this from. Okay, found the notes. Cool. Okay guys, so this is the thing. A lot of people ask me, especially when you're a beginner, when you're starting out as a musician, it can be hard trying to find gigs and it can be very difficult to find opportunities. So I'm just going to share what I did, some of my experiences, and things that I recommend my students to do in order to get gigs. Some of these things may seem very basic, but I find that some people may not know this, and that's why they do it. Thanks, Dane Snake Pit Moon. So this is the first thing. If you want to get gigs, right, the thing that you want to actually do, and this is to actually check out the gigs and go to the gigs that you want in the venues that you want to play. So you need to do some research. So you need to go and find, like, for example, if you want to play rock gigs, where are all the bands that you like playing? Which venues are they playing? If you want to be a singer-songwriter and you want to be gigging in the local Malaysian singer-songwriter scene, where are all the singer-songwriters gigging? Where are they playing? If you're playing in like a metal band, where are all the metal gigs? So in order to get those gigs, before you even get those gigs, you have to be part of the scene. And being part of the scene means that you actually have to be an audience member. You have to go for those gigs. Because if you've never been to those gigs, you can't simply, I mean, you can ask. I mean, if you're touring, Pahang, awesome. So, thanks for watching. Whatever style of music you're in, hip-hop, pop, rock, R&B, jazz, there will be gigs. Most of the time there will be gigs in wherever you are, in Kuala Lumpur, in Pahang, in wherever it is. There should be some gigs in that style. If not, at least nearby you, as near as possible, there should be performances. And so first step is actually to just attend those shows and watch those gigs. Second thing is to not just go attend those gigs, but to actually meet people and say hi to people. Get to know people in the scene. Get to know the bands that are playing those gigs. You need to say hi to them. Actually go up to the band that you like after the show and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I like your music. I like the second song a lot. The riff is happening. You know, I really, really like it. I'm starting. And then introduce yourself. Say that you play what style of music do you play, what instrument you play. I'm a musician. I'm starting out in the scene, so I'm just checking out the gigs, and I hope to play gigs as well. And just be honest. A lot of it is being honest. Don't be annoying. Don't like go up to someone like right after their gig. Hey, my name is so and so. How do I get a gig here? That's annoying. So that does not help you. So start off by just getting to know people first. And most of the time, if you're pretty nice and you're pretty you're pretty nice, and actually, as long as you're really nice and you have kind of your music together somewhat, you can then later on ask people how to get the gigs there. And if you're at a venue and you happen to meet an organizer for the gig there, introduce yourself. Don't ask for a gig right there and then at the venue, but say, hey, I heard that you're the organizer. Is this a good time to talk? Can I ask you a question? Not when the concert's happening. I've seen that before. People talk to me when I'm organizing a gig and asking me for a gig when I am running the event. Bad idea. Don't do that. Talk to them way before the gig. You know, maybe ask them if they have some free time to talk to you, or maybe sometimes after the gig, depending whether they're chill. If they're not chill, find a way, you know, hey, my name is so-and-so, I don't want to bother you, I know you're organizing the gig, but I would like to inquire how to get a gig or how to get into one of your gigs. What's the best way I can get in touch with you for that? You know, can I email you, send a Facebook message? Ask the organizer if you can. And here's another trick. If you can, try to get someone else to introduce you to the organizer. Meaning that let's say I'm the organizer. You could come and say hi to me straight away. That's possible. But also what would be good is if you know someone who knows me, to get the person that knows me to introduce him or her to introduce you to me, rather than a cold introduction, just me and you. It's also okay for you, let's say I'm the organizer and you've seen my Facebook live feeds. You could actually come to me and say, hey Az, my name is so-and-so. I've seen you on Facebook Live, you know. Thanks for organizing this gig. You know, I'm looking forward to the show tonight. I wanted to talk to you, ask you a few questions if you have some time. And then if I say okay, or if the organizer says okay, then ask your question. And you can actually be very direct, especially when people are busy. If they allow you to ask that question at that point, say, hey, I play this style of music. I'm new to this. You know, I'm wondering. I want to start getting gigs. Can I ask you how I could apply to get a gig or audition to get a gig, or what should I do? And if you have a connection to that person, and if they have some time, they can talk to you and explain what you should do to get a gig with them. If I'm organizing, me personally, I'll probably say, do you have any videos online? Do you have any music on Soundcloud? Do you have an album out? Do you have an EP out? Do you have a website? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you have Instagram? I want to know that you have music online, so that when I go home, I can check it out. I can check out a video of you, or I can check out like your song, or I can check out your entire album on Spotify or EP on Spotify. If you're a new artist and you don't have anything on Spotify or YouTube, actually you should have some kind of performance on YouTube. It's like the very most basic thing is to have something on YouTube. So that's the other part. So one is go to the gigs, get to know people, and then get to know who the organizers are and talk to them, meet them, get to know the musicians, get to know the organizers. So that is, I think, the best way possible. Another way that's even more effective, if you want to do this, is to actually message the organizer before you go to the gig. This gives you a bit of a way to introduce yourself when you meet them at the gig. For example, if you message me, said, "Hey Az, I'm planning to come for this show. I heard you're the organizer for it. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll say hi to you if I see you there or something like that, so that when you go to the gig, then when you meet me, you'd be like, oh yeah, you're the person who messaged me. If I manage to see the message, then at least we can start talking from there. Even better is if you've been messaging me way before the gig, like 3, 4, 5 weeks, 1 month before, and we actually had a conversation, something on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and then we meet finally at the gig that I'm organizing. That's even better, because it means that we actually have some online conversation. So there's a lot of ways, and you notice that here a lot of this is kind of mix and match, trying to find the right venue, find the right gig, find the right organizer, do your homework for all these things, and then meet them, and then introduce yourself and try to do a connection and try to pitch your band. And it's all about finding the right time and finding the right people. So that's one side. The other thing you can do is actually just message people directly on Facebook or Instagram, whoever the organizers are. Now this is the other side. That's the connecting to people side. Okay. The other side is actually all the homework that you do on your site. Do you have music on Facebook? Do you have music on YouTube? Do you have music on Spotify? Do you have videos of yourself on YouTube? You want to get all this stuff, as much of it that you can at the beginning, even if it's like living room recordings or jam session videos or like just anything that you can, to have some kind of online presence. That's your portfolio. If someone says, if you say to someone, give me a gig, then they say, okay, can I check out your music? Then you should be able to say, yes, here's my card, here's my YouTube channel, or here's my YouTube, here's my Instagram, here's my Facebook, whatever it is, at least YouTube and Soundcloud, I think is good audio and video, so that you can give it to them, and you can have maybe a Facebook page with your bio and all these things there to show that you've been working on it. It's very hard nowadays to get a gig where if you have no Facebook page, if you have no YouTube channel, if you have nothing on SoundCloud, it's very difficult, because that really represents modern music life. You kind of have to have some kind of presence. The other way is if you are already at a gig or open mic, you're performing, and then you meet an organizer there and say, oh, I'm the one who just played just now for the open mic. I'm the one who just played opening for this band. From one gig, you can always try to get another gig. But I'm talking about how to get a gig if you've never gotten a gig before, for example. So notice that I say all the things I mentioned here are how to get gigs. I didn't say how much, I didn't talk about like paying gigs. I didn't talk about high paying gigs. Those are a different story. This is just for complete beginners who just want to get some stage time, some live performance time. This is the very beginning. After you start getting gigs, you can start getting better gigs. As you start getting better gigs, you should improve your music, you should improve your performance, and then you can get even bigger gigs or get paid more. But that's the first part. So, does anyone have any questions so far? I think that's about what I want to share with you guys today. There's a lot of things that I want to share about this topic, but I think that's the basic introduction, is to summarize the whole thing. Go to gigs in the style of music that you want to attend. Meet the musicians. Meet the organizers. Introduce yourselves. Get to know them. That's on the Getting Gigs side. Or you can go to the websites as well and the Facebook pages and stuff like that. The other thing is have your music online. Have it on YouTube. Have it on SoundCloud. Have it on Spotify if you haven't released out. High five. High five, Adrian. So you got to have your music ready. You have to be ready for gigs. Even if it's an open mic, 1 or 2 songs, or a half an hour set, 20-minute set, have the music ready and then meet the people. With your music ready and your performance ready to some degree, even if you're a beginner, then you can match with finding the right gig, finding the right organizer, finding the right musicians to mingle with. If you do not have your music together, even if you meet the biggest organizer in the world, let's say you meet someone who can get you a gig at Glastonbury, but you have zero music online, you're not going to get the gig. If you have all the music in the world, but you don't go out and meet people, you're not going to get the gig either. I mean, there is a chance you might get a gig, but it's very difficult if you just have stuff online without meeting people. So both these elements have to be in place. And with that, you're going to get your stuff together. Okay? So thanks Adrian, thanks Ma, thanks Dane Snake Pit Pun, then thanks David, thanks everyone. So I just want to say thanks so much for watching, guys. This is the first time I'm trying this on my phone because I had some problems with the computer just now. This is episode 31 of the Ask Az show, and I will try to do another episode tomorrow. I'll try. Right now I'm trying to find just different topics to talk about. And if you guys are watching this in the playback, feel free to ask questions, type out questions, or you can just message me as well. I do read the Facebook messages you guys send. And thanks so much for watching, and have a good night. See you guys tomorrow, okay? Take care. Yeah, oh wait, before I say goodbye. If you're just watching this, if you find this useful, please click share. Please click share and share this on your timeline. It would mean the world to me. Please tag your friends that may find this information beneficial. Tag your friends. Type out their names in the comment. Tag them. Share this video. If you haven't liked my page yet, please like my music page. It's just facebook.com/asamadmusic. Please like the page so you can see more stuff like this, okay? Yeah, and that's what I want to say today. Like the page, please share, and please tag your friends in the comment section below. Thanks, guys. Welcome, Vigneswaran. Take care, and see you guys in the next episode tomorrow. Good night.